Why, hello there, and welcome. I am your host, the Iron Phantom, and yes, I do like to tell a good scary story. As you know, in my previous show, my black book, I would tell short horror stories, but they are really works of fiction. No, what I thought now is what is scarier than fiction? Why, it is fact. So welcome to the show. This is, of course, my real ghost stories, where I will tell you, well, real ghost stories. And I thought I would start with a horror story about one of the most haunted roads in the United Kingdom. This is the real ghost story of the Stocksbridge Bypass. In 1988, a new road was laid out behind the small town of Stocksbridge in Sheffield, England. This road was made to divert traffic so the town would become less busy. However, during construction, they believe that something they may have disturbed that was best left alone. In the 1700s, there was a local farmer and landowner known as John Stocks, which eventually the area would be named after. He constructed a small wooden bridge that went over the small river in the area. It will go on to be known as Stocks Bridge, and throughout time, the area and small local community would go on to be known as that area, Stocks Bridge. However, the bridge hasn't quite stood the test of time, and of course has had a long history. On May 13th, 1988, the Stocksbridge Bypass had opened, and cars could go through it. But there were still some construction sites around the area, with some small parts that were not yet finished. Of course, with building equipment and construction things laying around, they had some local security guards on duty that night. Two local guards patrolling the area, doing their rounds, all of a sudden heard singing ring around the roses, and could swear they could see children dancing under what seemed to be a pylon. But these were no children in modern-day clothing. No, they were wearing historical clothes from the old times. And then they vanished. This was around midnight, so it was not possible for children to be playing at that time of the night. Thinking nothing of it, but their night was about to get stranger. When continuing their round, they then saw what looked like a hooded figure on a bridge. One of the guards decided to go up to the bridge and confront this person, as one kept his eye on them.
from the distance of their car. Then, as the first guard got closer to the figure, it then vanished and disappeared before their very eyes. Both the men, feeling uneasy and shaken, returned to their office and contacted their boss straight away, and they called him out. Their boss, seeing the two men, shocked and afraid, one of them even crying. Knowing these men for a long time, he was surprised to see them in this state, explaining what they had seen. The next day they reported this to the police, but they thought nothing of it. However, the police went out to investigate out of curiosity. Two police officers during the night shift drove around the area and did not really see anything around the time they said they saw it, midnight. However, they did see something on the bridge. One of the police officers going up to see what it was. It then turned out to be nothing other than just some building material blowing in the breeze. They then returned to the car, and for no reason at all it stopped, wondering what the hell is going on. But then something appeared. The torso of a robed man appeared on the driver's side before disappearing. Then it reappeared on the passenger side and the driver's side, and then their car resumed working. Both the policemen, shocked at what they'd seen and could not explain it, they then believed that they encountered a ghost. Now the Stocksbridge Bypass has gone on to be known as the most haunted bridge in England, or haunted bit of road, and has been known not just for its paranormal activity, but also the number of deaths as well on the road, as many cars have crashed due to strange malfunctionings or ghostly activities. One local woman driving home through the bypass one night had a feeling she wasn't alone. Feeling cold, she then saw in the rear view mirror the same hooded figure the two policemen had seen and the security guards. Looking at the corner of her eye, she was shocked, but then it was gone. Only then, for the hooded figure, which appeared to be a monk, standing right in the middle of the road before disappearing. People have wondered what is the history of the monk. Not much is known. There were a local church, but no skeletal remains or any grave was found during the construction of the road. Also, the children. What is with the children? Well, according to history records, there was once some mining there. And one unfortunate day, a mine collapsed, killing the children in the process, which could explain their haunting presence. But the monk remains unknown with his origin. Who knows who this monk is? All that is described is that he's a tall, hooded, robed person, and his face is unseen. but has caused many people to crash. Even Stocksbridge locals have seen him, including one man who was training for a marathon one day. Yes, this was out in the daylight. He said he saw a monk walking along the fields, but he had no legs. The jogger's son also claimed to have seen the same thing. So who knows what this paranormal entity is? But all that we know, when the Stocksbridge Bypass was constructed, they may have woken something that was probably best left alone. Over the years, many paranormal investigators, many paranormal teams have investigated this road and the area in search for these ghosts, including the children and the monk. And many people claim to still see it to this very day. But why? Why is this road haunted? Could it be anything to also do with the particular date that it opened? All that we know is that the Stocksbridge Bypass is known to be one of the most haunted pubs in England. And the road had opened on Friday, the 13th of May, 1988.
Did you enjoy that tale? Did it terrify you knowing that it is real? What do you think, though? Do you think there are truly ghosts out there on the road? Did all those witnesses? Well, do you believe them? Or is it all a trick of the mind with the darkness? Who knows? But of course, would you want to go across that road alone at night with the monk and the children? Let us know what you think down below in the comments below, and if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and to share with your friends. And feel free to subscribe to the official Random Horror YouTube channel if you haven't already. And to hit that notification bell. All of the social media links are linked down below in the description. So that is all we have time for. I have been the Iron Phantom, and this has been my real ghost stories. So until next time, don't have nightmares.